What's up, guys? Today I'm going to be reviewing my friend's ausom L2 Max dual motor. I'm going to be going over all the features and I'm going to ride it and see how it rides. Yeah. Alright, so my first impressions when I first saw the scooter was it is very high quality. I mean, the brake levers are just amazing, and like the horn button feels great. The dual motor button, the blinkers. And the one thing about the blinkers is they are very easy to press, and sometimes they kind of just go off on their own. And but the placement of them, they're right there. Here, it's nice, and this feels really good too. The throttle feels amazing. I'll turn it on. It's NFC. I don't have the key right now, but we were able to pair my spare key for my XXX down there to this. So I'm just gonna turn it on, and he still has his regular key. So the screen is kind of hard to see, but it's a really nice screen. It's in park right now. You click this. It's got 3 different modes: eco, sport, and race. It goes 40 miles an hour total. It is a very stable 40 miles an hour. It's really nice. And I don't think I'd want to be going 40 miles an hour on anything else. And on a scooter, 40 miles an hour is pretty crazy. Yeah. So down here, there's the blinkers. They're pretty nice and bright. I wish there was some on the back, maybe, and stuff like that. Here's how the horn sounds. And the dual motor button too is really nice. It's hard to see, but it does light up red. It's nice at night. See, and you can see there the blinker kind of goes off sometimes. And when you press dual motor, you can see that it goes into there's a little thing that shows it goes into dual motor. The headlight is pretty nice. I'll show you that. Now, the placement of the headlight is weird. You don't see this on very many scooters. It's down here, but I love it. A lot of scooters, it's just like a little square, and there's not much more headlight. This headlight goes really far. It could be a little bit wider, but I'm not complaining for a scooter headlight. We might mount another headlight here, but yeah, it's pretty nice. So coming back to the cockpit area, I'm going to talk about the throttle. It's a trigger throttle. I prefer that over a thumb throttle on a scooter. You have a lot more control. It feels really nice. The one thing I don't like here in the cockpit is the grips, kind of. I don't know. They feel nice. They feel really nice, but if I had this, I would upgrade to just regular grips. And another thing I don't like is the voltage sag. Whenever you full pin, it goes down to like 1 bar, but then it goes back up. So it's kind of hard to tell what you're actually at. So he's going to get a voltmeter. Another thing I really like about the cockpit area is the handlebars. I love how wide they are. It feels great. So up here that I love, I wish my Talaria had this, Surons have it, charging port. So you can charge something. Like you have a USB-C and a no, this is USB-C and you have USB-A. It's really nice. I wish my Talaria had that, but it doesn't. But that's okay. Yeah. Yeah, the brake cables feel really nice. Everything all feels great. And down here, this is metal. That's really nice. Yeah, it's just an overall good scooter. So for the assembly, it was really easy. You just have to screw in the handlebars, the screen, and plug these 2 things in. And other than that, it's really nice. So moving down to the deck. A lot of people don't like the deck because it doesn't have very much grip, but there are these lights. I think the lights are really cool. You can turn them off if you double click this. See, now they're off. They're on again. But back here, the foot thing, whatever. Oh. The foot thing here, it's really nice. I like it. Although when I'm like just cruising around, like if I was just cruising around, I just put my feet like this, but then if I'm like off-road or something, I put them like this. And then for the charging, it comes with one charger, but there's 2 charge ports. Now the one charger charges at 14 hours. It's really bad, but if you get 2, it'll bump it down to 7. Now this port here it's identical to my Talaria, but my Talaria is a lot bigger. The actual port is a lot bigger. Okay, so brakes. The brakes feel amazing. On the scooter, they do too. Now, they have regen where if you pull the brakes in, it'll apply regen. That's the regen it has on the scooter, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, the brakes feel really good, and I really like it. All right, now let's talk power and range. So for range, if you're pushing it really hard, it's really good. It gets about 20 miles of range. And if you're, just cruising around, it can get up to 50 miles of range. It's really good. It's pretty similar to my Talaria and my brother's Tudio also. Yeah, and by the way, it's also faster than a Tudio if you don't have a dongle on the Tudio. So yeah. Okay, so my neighbor is going to talk about, I'm going to interview him. He's going to talk about the range and the specs and all that stuff. And, because he's going to talk about that because I don't know too much about it, but there's a lot of features to it. So yeah.
Okay, so I am Eli's neighbor, and I'm just going to talk about a few of the specs of this scooter. So the battery is a 48 volt, 20.8 amp hour battery, and the voltage peaks at 54.8 volts. And then it has 2 motors, one in the rear, one in the front, and they both have a continuous output of 1,000 watts, and then the total peak power is 2,688 watts. And yeah. Okay, the suspension it's just coil suspension. It would be nicer to have hydraulic suspension, but that's expensive and hard to get at this price. There was another scooter I looked at that has hydraulic suspension, but it's nowhere near as fast, and there's a lot of, the battery's way smaller. It's just not as good.
So now I'm back. I'm going to talk about one more thing. So if you go and click this, hold these. Oh, it's off. Anyways, so you can open up a settings menu and you can change the settings of the torque. It has insane torque. It's crazy. Yeah.
So now we're going to talk about why I chose this scooter. So I was originally going to get the Segway Max G3, because it's high quality. I really like Segway as a company, and they've been making scooters for a good amount of time, and they invented the self-balancing technology, for their, self-balancing scooters and stuff. And when I first looked at this scooter, I saw a review, on it. I think it was from RK9 Rides, and he said it was a really nice scooter, and I looked at their website and saw that it goes 40 miles an hour, which is way faster than the scooter I was originally gonna get. And the motor power is a lot more. It's just a really good scooter for the price. I mean, the one, I just chose it because it's good. It's high quality too, which I was actually very surprised by the quality, especially with this thing right here that could be plastic, but it's made of metal instead of plastic, which is really cool. And yeah, the only thing that would have been better about the Segway Max G3 is that it would have hydraulic suspension. But other than that, this scooter is way better. I would highly recommend this scooter. Okay, so my least favorite thing about this scooter is obviously the suspension. I like how it's springy, but it would be nice if it was a little bit more cushy, and it kind of, any time that I compress the suspension, it will almost send me flying. It's just like really springy. So yeah, it would be nice to have hydraulic suspension, but as I already said, it's really hard to get that at this price. And then the thing I like the most about this scooter is probably the dual 1000 watt motors, because that can get it up to 40 miles an hour pretty quickly. And I've tested it up hills, and I've gotten to go like 35 miles an hour up hills, which is really good. Another thing I don't like about this scooter, this is not my least favorite thing, but the speedometer on it is a few miles off. Usually for example, it says you're going 40 miles an hour. Usually you're going like 37 or 38.
Okay, now me, Eli, I'm going to talk about my favorite and my least favorite thing. So my least favorite thing by far on this scooter is the charge time. Now, there are 2 charging ports, and I really think they could have packed a better charger in here. At least make it like 5 hours, but 14 hours? I mean, really, that's a lot. And my favorite thing about this scooter is honestly the screen. I love the display. I love the way it looks. An ugly screen can make or break a deal for me. Me, the type of person I am, one little thing, like the tiniest thing, will make or break a deal for me. And this screen is amazing. I love the way the speedometer is over here, and I love the way that it revs. You have the odometer up here, and the range thing down here. It feels really good too, and you can adjust it easily if you need. But I love that. And one other thing I like, my electric scooter, the GoTrax Ares, or the GX0, it goes 28 miles an hour. The tires, they make a lot of noise. They're dual sport tires. These tires are silent. I love that about this scooter. Anyways, let's get to riding the scooter now. All right, so now I'm out riding. I don't know if you can see the display, but yeah. So it feels really nice riding. It's very quiet, very quiet. Yeah. So you can see the trigger throttle is really nice and all that. No, right now I'm in eco. Put it up to sport and race. The torque doesn't change. I put it in dual motor. You can see it skids a little bit. You can see the voltage sag too. It's pretty bad. But that was in default torque settings. So everybody, if you get this scooter and you're underwhelmed by the torque, hold these 2 buttons. Hold them. It'll open up this, and then we're gonna go to
You gotta go to 12.
12. So you're gonna PO, and then make sure it goes all the way up to 12. So you gotta make sure that so you open up this menu and you get to go 12, and then you make this, switch that up to 5. Now we're on max torque. Now you're just gonna let it sit, and it should go back to, okay, now it's back. Now you can immediately see how snappy it is. It's really snappy, and so, ready? We're gonna bump it up into dual motor, and we cruise past that. Now, off the line, there's a lot of torque. It's really surprised me how much torque there is. Like,
this road now?
Yeah, it's incredible. Jeez, oh my god. Yeah, it's an incredible amount of torque. So yeah, it's really the fastest thing really ever I've ridden. Obviously besides my Taria, but this scooter it's amazing. You can make it really underwhelming and really chill, or you could make it like super crazy. Also, I know my neighbor said how he didn't like the suspension. I personally like not like super cushy suspension. I like snappy suspension for jumps and all that. It really jumps well. Yeah, it jumps really well. Yeah. So now I'm gonna take it to trails, and I'll show you how it goes on trails, and then I'll just give you my take on how it is on the road too. All right. So heading into these trails, the suspension is amazing. it feels really stable too. The thing I like about this, I was talking about this last night, is it has the stability of a Segway. Now, Segways, they're kind of just stable. You can't really, they're not very playful. This is really playful. Like, you can bunny hop this with ease. Now, this hill here, this is the infamous hill climb that, like, in our neighborhood that no one can get up. It's kind of hard to get around this little corner, but once you get around the corner, pop it in a dual motor, it breezes up it. Yeah, it cruises up it. Yeah, it's a really good off-road scooter. Now, these are, like, pretty hard enduro trails, so I don't know about, like, you know, a nice trail you just cruise on, it would be more than enough for that. Yeah, it's really good off-road, and, you know, it's, like, really playful and stuff. Like, I can bunny hop it. Yeah, it's really good, and it's good for wheelies too. Well, I know a lot of people like to wheelie scooters. This scooter is good for wheelies once it pops up pretty good. Just make sure you're in the highest torque mode. Yeah. And then it does pop up. I can't wheelie scooters. I can wheelie bikes, but not scooters. Yeah. Alright, so now my take for on the road. It's really good. It's really good on road. You know, a lot of the dirt tires, a lot of, like, scooters that are meant for off-road and stuff, they don't do too well on the road. Like, they feel all bumpy and rigid. This one doesn't. Nope. This one feels super smooth. Really good. Now, on the road, honestly, unless you're going really fast on, like, a fast road or going up a steep hill, you do not need dual motor. Now, my personal favorite is the highest torque mode in one motor for road, and then you can, you know, bump it up to dual, and it's just incredible. See, that's the Segway ZT3 Pro. It's an off-road scooter too. It's really stable, but it's not playful. Like, you can't do this on it. You can't, like, bunny hop it or wheelie it. It just goes forward, left, and right. But it is a great scooter too. It's just expensive. Yeah, it's really good on road. You see the blinker went off there because this thing is right here. I don't know. I wish it was a little bit, and then I wish it made a beep too. But it feels amazing. The suspension feels really good for on road. Everything feels great, and the range is good too. And also, one thing, I don't know why this scooter's so good at it, is stoppies. But it's really good at stoppies. So is that scooter. That was a horrible stoppie. But, it's really good for stoppies. And yeah, it'll make it up pretty much any hill. This is a pretty steep hill. It's just gonna cruise up there. Ready? With ease. Now, we'll look at the Segway ZT3 Pro get up that. Alright, now watch the Segway ZT3 Pro. See, it gets up there, but once it's to the top, see, it's struggling right there. This scooter just cruises the whole way up. Now, let's do that jump again. Easy. Yeah. This is a great scooter. Honestly, I wouldn't want anything more from the scooter, other than charge time. Everything does perfectly. This is probably my dream scooter right here. You know, I don't want a scooter to go any faster than 40. 40 is plenty fast. It's got plenty of torque. Suspension, great. We may upgrade the grip tape. Everything is good. You don't need anything more from a scooter other than this. This is all you would ever need. I'm gonna take this to kind of a different trail. It's kind of like an enduro like track kind of. But before we do that, I'm gonna go do one more hill climb. I know it's gonna cruise up it, but I just want to test it. Now, another thing, when you brake, the regen really kicks in. Now you can turn that down. You can turn everything down. Also, you can Yeah, you can turn the... I like a natural braking feeling, so I don't like too much of it, but on a scooter, it is nice to have some of it. But it's just a little stronger in it. Alright, I'm going to pop it in dual motor. Holy, it's like an uncontrollable amount of power. It's unbelievable. Now this trail isn't done, it's going to loop all the way around, but it's an unbelievable amount of power. I don't think I'd want anything more than this. But yeah, it's really stable. But it does slip sometimes in the dirt. Alright, now I'm going to take it to a enduro track that we built. Alright, the voltage sag was crazy there. It just went, I full pinned it and it, boom, went down to nothing. You can try and see here now. So, full pin. And there it goes. It's like blinking, it's blinking. We're gonna, full pinning up the road. Then it goes down to 1 and it's back up at 3, which started at. The range is incredible. Well, the voltage sag is also incredible. So I'm not hitting this jump. This jump is a bike jump. So I do have to work on these trails. It's coming fall time and you can kind of see, you can't really see the trail that well anymore, especially over there. So first I'm going to start with like the kind of jump line. There's 2 jumps on this line. There's that one right there. And then there's this one. The scooter feels amazing over that jump. And then kind of come here. And then there's a little hill climb. Hill climb is really fun. There's a berm right here. I'm going to pop it into dual motor for this. Like, it's really easy to switch from single to dual motor. On some scooters, it's not as easy. But on this one, it's amazing. And the button is so satisfying to push, too. Yeah, you can see right here. This is the trail. You can't see it that well. And now I also got to trim some sticks because we got scooters coming through. And then there's this big old berm right here. It's like kind of... Oh my god. Oh. Yeah, it's really nice. The scooter's amazing. So yeah. That is, that's all. If you're considering the Ausom L2 Max dual motor, go buy it now. If you have enough money, just go buy it. It is incredible. It is the most amazing scooter I've ever seen. My other friend, he has a scooter that goes 50. I don't like it. The quality doesn't feel good. The scooter is perfect. If you're considering, let's say, like he was considering the Max G3 over this, 100% over this. The quality, in my opinion, better than the Segway. In my opinion, the quality is better than the Segway. That's just my opinion. It feels, the ergonomics are way better too. And the Segways are really only meant for the street. The Segway ZTT Pro is meant for the dirt. It's not my favorite thing on the dirt. Yeah, go get this if you're considering it. It's amazing. Yeah. Yeah, so that's about it. Hope you enjoyed this video. I've got more riding videos coming soon. And yeah.